With coming back to the campus after a year and a half of online learning, attention is turning to the student union as it represents student needs and views. A few days after the beginning of the semester, students have many concerns about some services.
I hope one day they do wider range of food, like healthy food for people going on diets. And I feel like the food court is super crowded, so it takes a lot of time to get food, and it takes most of the assembly hour.
Like the outlets that are already present on campus should be open for longer, because a lot of students stay until like 8 o'clock. Where they're at the gym or at a lecture or something. So I think the food outlet should stay open for longer, and the student union should work on that properly.
I think the SU should provide more bus locations like Madinti and Shuru, and more time intervals, because usually people have to wait so late for the buses, or come really early before their lectures. And maybe, if it's possible, provide more parking spots for the students, and more snacks in the SU market.
The Student Union is currently working on a few initiatives, the first of which is providing vending machines across campus. So there's already one in the dorms, but we're working on extending them and making them present in all different schools on campus. We're also working on providing an extension for the SU market, and we're almost done with that initiative. So regarding the change in the routes, the bus routes during this semester, we have attended a meeting with the Transportation Committee, and we discussed the different concerns that were either through our one-to-one surveys / questionnaires with people, or through the concerns present digitally on Rate AUC professors, and they're looking into changing the bus routes. However, this month was just a trial month to check which routes are going to get the most riders, etc. And accordingly, based on the feedback of this month as well as the meeting that we already had, we'll have a follow-up meeting to ensure that these routes have changed.
Returning to campus during the coronavirus pandemic brings new challenges and puts more burdens on the student union to meet the needs of the students.
We need from the ACU to start awareness campaigns for the COVID and new activities, while keeping in mind social distance.
They can provide face masks with alcohol, with more seating areas outdoors to be safer, to avoid sitting indoors in closed spaces.
Provide for the students better places for us to sit outdoors, because the lounges aren't going to be very convenient with COVID.
There's also a huge issue, which is that so the AUC campus, there are not many places where one can sit, or where one can sit in an outdoor environment that has shade and everything. The campus is not quite well equipped for social distancing, which is why we're working on introducing different areas for people to be seated in, so to kind of disperse the traffic that's in the plaza.
Although we are still at the beginning of the semester, the students pin high hopes on the student union to meet their expectation and help them get back to the normal academic university days.